Welcome to Pit Bull Stadium. It's the Condors and the FIU Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Panthers head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's King. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Condors offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Wide receiver going in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. They'll try the counter. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll go right back to it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And it'll be the Condors who will send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So FIU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Something to watch in this game. Will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the pitch. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. Trying to pick up a first down. Jones to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it out. It's King. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The keeper on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll send the back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Condors will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here we go. Ready. Go! The handoff as they run the counter play here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Keeps it on 1st down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On the option, it's right. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And it'll be the Condors lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Could be an alley. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Condors have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. The give from the gun. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're testing the right side here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Got a man. It's Anderson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes a man miss. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's right. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's there to make the stop.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And it'll be the Condors decide to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Quick step and go. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Under fire. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
This time he wants to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's got it, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's in open space. Maybe some room here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jones to throw. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 11 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Back now to your game inside Pitbull Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Ford International comes out to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Great place to start for this offense. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The option look. Now the pitch. Got it inside the 15. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Condors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The give on the counter. Oh, what a cut! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on a return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Finds a little space. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Escapes the pressure to his right. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's King. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The give on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Keeps it himself. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pulls it again on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Condors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Jones to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. He caught it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And the returner goes down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now.
Might have a chance. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's just a bad mistake. You can't do that in this situation of the game. You're not going to be able to come back and win this late if you're taking big losses like that. So at this point, if no one's open, he's just got to throw that thing away and live to play another day. But instead, he tried.
Looking for a deep man. It's a grab. Touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To throw, it's right. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fakes to grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And it'll be the Condors are marching down the field. The option, the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Rushes on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll stop him short, just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got a chip. Finding some room. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David